By now, you must have heard about the Mammootty starrer Malayalam movie Kaathal-The. If not for its cinematic brilliance, but then definitely for its rarest of rare themes. Queer-themed movies indeed are rare in India. And when they do happen, it's all in the shadow of shame or the burning sunlight of slapstick comedy. Kaathal stands out in that it undoes the dehumanization of queerness. Here is a movie that tells the story of a middle-aged man trapped in a joyless marriage who is forced to come out as a queer. And that too played by a superstar who made a career out of macho roles in his heydays. Mammootty, who's 72, plays the part of a 40-something Mathew Devassy with elan and dignity. And he is matched frame by frame by the Omna Mathew, played by Jyotika. Geo Baby, the director of much acclaimed The Great Indian Kitchen, continues his exploration into the Indian households with this epoch-making movie. What makes many wonder is the guts shown by a superstar to play such a role that could be career-killing for many. Mammootty didn't walk into the movie unthinking of the consequences. He is also the producer of the movie. Mammootty has always tried to push the limits of the trappings of a superstar. Once critiqued for playing toxic masculine characters, he later became part of every single new wave that has hit Kerala. He was the one who literally broke the barrier between what was then called award cinema and mainstream cinema in Malayalam. This happened in 1993 when Adur Gopalakrishnan cast him in Vidheyan as a ruthless landlord who rapes and murders his wife. The same year, Mammootty played the eponymous Pondanmada in the TV Chandran movie that dabbled with casteism, feudal politics, communism, even the Irish Republican Army. Mammootty bagged his first National Award for the Best Actor the same year for his performances as the Bhaskara Patelar in Vidheyan and Mada in Pondanmada. And when Malayalam cinema started reinventing itself in the 2000s, Mammootty was there to take the lead playing a character in Kerala Cafe, which set the tone for the current new wave which has made Malayalam movies a darling for the OTT generation. This era also marked his obsessive interest in experimenting with new themes and new filmmakers. Mammootty became the go-to person for aspiring filmmakers with edgy stories. Once he likes the script, his word of commitment is cast in stone regardless of your resources. Personally, I've started noticing his reinventive phase from the Peranba movie where he plays the role of a gentlest and calm father to his cerebral palsy-afflicted daughter and in Unta, directed by Khalid Rahman. Mammootty has got the gentlest hero introduction shots where his police inspector Manikandan struggles to keep afloat a team of Kerala cops stranded in a Naxal-affected Chhattisgarh village with their ammunition all run out. His essaying of late Y.S. Rajasekhara Reddy in the Telugu movie Yatra made him a household name in Telugu. And the movie was part of YSRCP campaign in the next elections. By subtly watching his rollover through the characters he has done in the past couple of years, I went to watch Kaathal almost with a clean slate. The only question that kept on asking while watching was how a man in his 70s could have aced playing a gay character. It's not just about acting, but when every one of the current generation is learning their gender and sexual differences and analyzing it, here we have a man who has learned, accepted and acted out a subject that continue to be a social taboo. For those who haven't watched, let me give you a gist about the movie. Disclaimer, this might be a spoiler to those who haven't watched, read or discussed about the subject dealt in the movie, so you might skip this part. Mathew Devassy, the character played by Mammootty, is a closet gay. The society respects him without knowing his real likes and dislikes. Though Omna Mathew, played by Jyotika, files for a divorce for the same reason, she never moves away from his dream or from supporting him. And Omna too has got his back. So what's that one factor that makes the superstar ticks among X, Y and Z generations? He himself has answered once. It's greed, nothing else. It's not the greed for money, but the greed for acting and learning things. This is Meera Nar and you're watching India Today SoSouth.